What's up, everybody? This is Mario,
Hey, it's Maisha.
and today we are starting on the second episode to our cycle syncing series. Today
Yes.
we'll be talking about ovulation.
Oh, hey girl. Hey girl, this is your moment, girl. Ovulation, baby. All right, so I'm just gonna jump right on in, y'all, because ovulation, I'm telling you, it's everything. Thank you, Lord, for giving us an ovulation phase. All right, so now that you're out of your follicular phase, right? You've got all of those creative ideas, and all of those goals. This is the time to maximize that moment, okay?
Yes.
Because in ovulation, remember in the follicular phase, that's when your body was producing the eggs. Guess what? During the ovulation phase, you releasing. You releasing the
Yes.
eggs. You like, okay, you got the big O for ovulation, okay? You are releasing the eggs. And regarding your hormones,
Yeah.
you know how in some phases that we're going to talk about, hormones be all over the place.
Yes.
Ovulation phase, your estrogen hormone is at its peak. Your testosterone hormone is at its peak. It's like everything is perfectly balanced. Okay. So what does that mean? That means that in your ovulation phase, we liken it to the season of summer. Okay, so you got to think about summer. Summer is time for socializing, right?
Yes.
You are outside.
Yes.
Okay, in America we say we going to be outside.
We outside.
We outside, right? In the summer. Basically, that's how you feel. You feel like socializing. You feel like going out. You feel like, engaging with people. This is the time, ladies. If you have to have a big meeting, this is the time that you this is the time you schedule that meeting, okay? You know why? Because you're going to be like at your maximum, efficiency. You're not only going to be, more sociable, more creative, more in tune with what needs to be happening in the meeting or just in whatever. You're also going to have a sense of femininity about you. So what does that mean? You're going to be feeling yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which is all great, right?
Yes.
So when I say feeling yourself, that means that you are going to be super confident. And it's natural. It's nothing that you'll have to fake. Like your body is actually giving you that boost of confidence. So this is the time, ladies, not only to have that big meeting or have that big event or where you want to host people like your friends, your family that you haven't talked to in a while. This is the time to do that. But this is also the time, ladies, to try out something new. If you want to have that photo shoot, you know how you go through social media, you see all these people having these cute photo shoots. This is the time. Ovulation, this is the time to do that, okay? You need to have your photo shoot. If you want to try a different hairstyle or a different makeup look, baby, this is the time to do it. You want to know why? Because you're going to already think you all that. You're going to already be naturally confident. So no matter what the hairstyle look like and no matter what them pictures look like, you're going to be like, oh, I'm cute.
Yeah.
I'm cute. And I'm telling you, ovulation, this is also, and Mario's going to go into a little bit more about what happens, biologically. But God created ovulation, this period where you're releasing the egg and when you're just that naturally magnetic person, that is because your body is ready to conceive. Okay, so when you're married, this is the time that and all of this is scientific and confirmed in the medical field, but the Bible, God created this, you guys. So when you are married, this is the time that you will notice your husband really close, like kind of like just pulled to you. And that's all because your body is saying, hey baby, it's time to conceive, okay? So you want to know that this is also a great time. It's that natural chemistry between husband and wife.
Yeah.
This is a great time to have date night. Like if you are on a budget like we are and you want to save up and say, baby, I want to go out, brothers, This is the time to go out.
Yeah.
Don't, you might not want to go out in these other phases, especially these next two that we're talking about, steer clear. But in that ovulation phase, this is the time when your girl is going to be just inviting and free, kind of carefree, not so uptight or easily bothered by something. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be like, yeah, baby, I want to go. Oh, should I wear this dress or should I wear this dress? This is like you have your girlfriend back. If you're married, you've got that girlfriend back. You don't got the manager of the house. You don't got somebody that's, up one day and down one day. No, no, no. This is your carefree. This is your lover. This is your best friend. This is chef's kiss, the best part of being a woman during this phase. So I'll stop there. And Mario, what you got to say about the ovulation phase?
Yes, it's amazing. I think the ovulation phase is amazing. Before I was even tracking and we were cycle syncing, Maisha would know, like she would pick up on, like I would be up on her, like I would always be up on her. I would want to be close to her, and I think you can notice that in your household. You can notice that in your relationship. God has a way of drawing the husband to his wife during this particular phase, and it's a great time for it. The things that I wanted to share about it, and Maisha kind of hit on a little bit of it. These are great moments to plan trips. Like literally great moments for you guys to plan trips. It's also great times, opportunities to plan to go out, like Maisha said, to socialize. The ovulation phase is when the woman is highly energized to be social, right? To be social. I like to say it like this: if you get her out in those streets, later you're gonna be able to get her in those sheets. Now that's for the married folk. That's for the married folk. I'm a rapper, so I like to put little punchlines together. But I'm keeping it real. At these moments, you have to plan these moments. Let me get out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me get her outside in these streets so she can socialize, so she can have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So I can let the energize. She's still laughing. So I can let, you know what I'm saying, that the high energy that she got, you know what I'm saying? Come on, baby. Just, maximize it. Get out there. And then, and men, after that, when you come home,
that's it.
You're going to get what you want.
That's right.
I'm just keeping it 100. You're going to get what you want. But these are great moments to plan trips. These are great moments to go out. These are great moments for you guys to get out and take walks. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy nature that God's created. Take in the sun. You know, a lot of times we don't plan around these moments. We just want, but these are great moments to do that. And I believe that these are also moments where you can bring in a little spontaneity.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You can be spontaneous with doing things. I know phase. For me, I can be a bit rigid. A lot of times I can be a bit rigid because I'm like very structured. But in these moments, if I'm educated, men, if we are educated, we can try our best to be pliable in this phase and just catch her off guard. Baby, let's go here. Baby, let's go there. Or you can pull up on her if ain't nobody at home and do your thing. So I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. Lying. I think that a lot of us enjoy the ovulation phase, and we would enjoy it even more if we know when it is. And that's why it's important for us husbands to track it.
I love that, babe, because it's about intentionality, right?
Yes.
And so, like, I love how Mario said, listen, if you are intentional about tracking your cycle, ladies and husbands as well, I'm telling you, if you pull up on sister when she's ovulating and say, baby, let's just go to the festival. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I want to take you out to dinner and dancing. She will never say no. She will not say no during that phase. You can give her an hour to get ready. Baby, let me tell you, that lady is going to be in a bathrobe. You tell her that you about to take her to go see her favorite cover band. I'm kind of throwing that out there because I love cover bands. Cover band, and it's going to be dinner, and it's going to be dancing, and you got your other friends coming too. She might be in a bathrobe when you tell her that. In an hour, she's gonna look like she's about to walk the red carpet,
Yeah.
because this is the time she's like, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
I can do this. I want to be seen, and I want to talk. I want to engage. Another thing that came up, even though we're talking about husbands and wives a lot because
Yeah.
we are married, if you are a single woman, let me tell you, this is an amazing time for you too, because if you are, a lot of people are creatives,
Mhm.
especially like folks that probably tune into us.
Yeah.
You may be a creative, right? So you may be a writer or author or a content creator. This is the time to record that content.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
this is the time. Let me just tell you, now that we're back on YouTube and back, engaging on social media, we are more intentional. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I will record content during my ovulation phase, and we hold them.
Yeah.
You can do that batch recording and start editing, because there's another phase that's coming up where you ain't gonna want to do nothing.
Mhm.
You ain't gonna want to record. You're not gonna want to write. You're not gonna want to post. You're not going to want to have the meetings. That's why you got to be intentional, plan
Yes.
ahead,
Yes.
do the things that you can get done during this phase and the follicular phase too, but
Yeah.
mainly in this phase. And then you can release that content during another phase where your energy levels and your hormones just may not be as in sync as they are right now. Also, something else. So we go to a church that is really focused on serving,
Yeah.
a disadvantaged community, and we love it. Like,
Yes.
I love it. I
Absolutely.
love it. We do a lot of mission work right here in the city of Atlanta, right? This is the perfect time to serve. This is the perfect time to join in an event in your city where you're maybe feeding, the hungry, or serving your friends on the street, or going out on a campaign to, get resources for, other people. Like, this is a great time. You want to know why? Because you're going to be naturally magnetic. You're going to be naturally empathetic. You're going to be
Yeah. That's
naturally,
good, babe.
compassionate.
That's
This is
good.
all natural. So we got to play to the strengths that God already put in our bodies during this time to, to serve others, or to get some things done that you may not normally have the energy, or just the ability or the capability to do, maybe in another phase. So, yep, I of course I love ovulation. I think everybody does.
It is. It's a great phase. Uh, I guess lastly, the thing that I wanted to share is it's a saying that everybody say: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That's so
Anybody
good.
that has a great marriage, it doesn't just happen just because you are married. You have to work at it.
Yeah.
And like Maisha said, you have to be intentional.
Mhm.
And I believe that as men, as husbands, if we can be locked in, if we can be synced up with our wives and
Mhm.
know the particular phase that she's in, specifically ovulation, then we have an opportunity to know what we're dealing with before it happens. And I believe that in this particular phase is a great opportunity for us to match their energy, to match their
Mhm.
high energy, to match their tenacity during this time. And it helps. And this is just stuff that I'm learning. Like I said, I'm learning this as we go, and we've been applying it to our marriage.
Mhm.
You know, it helps for us to also help to take things off of their plate.
Mhm.
If it's a day that she usually cook, babe, don't worry about cooking. I'll take care of dinner, or I'll go get us some food. Just whatever you can do to make the situation and the environment less stressful,
Mhm.
which is helping with chores, which is helping with the food, or
Mhm.
helping with the kids. You go those extra the extra lengths and the extra miles to create an atmosphere of ease so that she can feel free to be who she is in this particular phase. And I just think that would enhance everything.
I do too. And another thing, just really quickly, for couples that are working on expanding their family
Mm-hmm.
and doing it the natural way,
Yeah.
the boom checka wow wow
Yeah.
way, let me tell y'all something. The ovulation phase, it happens at about day 14
Yep.
if you have a 28-day, menstrual cycle, but it only lasts for a few days, you
Yeah.
guys. So while we are talking so much about the ovulation phase at best, you might get 3 days.
Yeah.
You might get 3 days. So what
Yeah.
does that let you know for people, for husbands and wives that are planning to have a baby or planning to expand their family, or maybe not expand their family? You want to be very intentional during this phase,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
these 3 days of that ovulation phase, egg is right there. The egg is right there
Yeah.
waiting for the magic to happen, the Holy
Absolutely.
Ghost magic to happen, right? So this is a tool that God himself again created for you to be intentional. If it's time and if you're ready to expand your family, you want to be able to track your woman and your cycle, ladies, so that you know, hey, I am expected to ovulate the 15th, 16th, and 17th. So, baby, clear the calendar and let's get it on. Or if you're like, no, 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 we got enough kids already, or we're not ready to expand
Yeah.
our family at this time, let's be careful during these ovulating days, right?
Yeah.
You can be a little bit more careful. But let me tell you something, God gonna get an increase. So if y'all doing what it takes to have make babies, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It could happen,
It could
but it
happen.
only happens during your ovulation
Yeah.
phase.
Only during the
Yeah,
ovulation phase.
yeah.
So something that we shared on the introduction video that I don't think we shared on the last video, and I
Mm.
just want to reiterate this. There are great tools out there to help you to cycle sync.
Mm-hmm.
We are not getting paid or promoted by any of these companies, but we use it. There are apps that helps Maisha track her cycle,
Yep.
and there's a code that she gives me, and I download that same app and I put that code in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I can track it with her. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to guess what phase she in. It shows up, it pops up on my phone like a notification. If we are okay with getting notifications from
Come
Facebook
on.
or Instagram or TikTok and all this other stuff, to better our marriage, we should be okay with getting these notifications that help and show us how to be in sync with our spouse.
Yes.
Use the technology to your advantage.
That's right. Oh, how I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby. We love you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Until next time.
Until next
We'll see you.
time.
Peace.
Bye.